It says that I'm live. I always start with that it says that I'm live, but it's just how you start, I guess. Hi, everyone. It's already here. Manon and Deborah and J Media, if you can give me a yes, yes, that I am up and going. Manon, oh, thank you, Manon. She says it's already what'd you say? You said it's sunny in Ottawa. And you're sipping your matcha latte and your little Maltese Maggie on your lap. Oh, hi, Deborah. And Deborah, you have a chilly. Good morning. You said Anchorage, Alaska, where it's 9 degrees outside, drinking coffee and crocheting your blanket. That sounds like a lovely, just little cozy crochet kind of day, doesn't it? To everyone else who's here, hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. Awesome. Wonderful to get those yeses because y'all know I start panicking if I don't start seeing that because I'm like, oh no, maybe something's gone wrong technically. One of the things that I do because I get very nervous to start is I will distract myself because I would just sit right here until oh goodness. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I distract. I think I just answered a phone call from New Jersey. Um, Anyway, I distract myself right before because so that I'm not just sitting here anticipating and building up anxiety. I'll 5 minutes before I get up, I get myself something to drink or I move and do something. And it does tend to, I'm still trying to figure out how to mute my phone. It does tend to help with my nerves, but I do like that, that yes, yes sort of lets me know, okay, where we are, what's going on. I'm in the house today. I woke up and it was raining. And so I had everything in the studio and I was like, Jeff, do I need to move? It feels weird. So can you tell me if I need to just stop messing with the microphone? And Jeff is home today, so he's helping me out. But anyway, so an hour before we go on, it starts like pouring rain, and I already had my hair done. And so I'm like running outside and grabbing everything to bring into the house, to do this little setup. Thank you. Thank you. And I had a blanket over my head. So anyway, that we're doing what we're dealing with, and here we are in the kitchen today. Well, you guys have the living room as the background, but for me, I'm sitting in the kitchen. So, what are you drinking? And I already know that Deborah is drinking coffee. And there's Nancy Fisher in the rain in New York City area on Wednesday. And Cindy Clark says, "Oh, I got a notification for the live. Oh, I'm so glad. Welcome, Cindy. Welcome." So first thing, tell me what you guys are drinking. Have I drank tea one time since I started this? Because I think it was says it said you, me, crochet and tea, or you, me, and tea. And I don't think I have really drank tea at all. And I used to be all tea, but now I seem to be on a coffee kick. But what are you guys drinking and what are you crocheting? And I have like 4 or 5 stories today. We're going to try to go for 30 minutes. We'll see if I make it. Deborah says she's working on her blanket. Good. Oh, there's Janice drinking her usual water. Good for you, Janice. Manon says she's crocheting her Windermere blanket. She started the border yesterday. Yes, you are on the home stretch. I mean, it's so nice, isn't it? Cindy says coffee and a beanie here in California. Oh, wonderful. Where are you at in California, Cindy? I just keep messing with the microphone. I need to just ignore it. I lived in California for 7 years. That's why I ask. And so, I love the weather in California. You guys, you don't understand. The no humidity is amazing. Kelly, good morning from Michigan. We're having a light rain today. That's what I got going on. And you're working on the back panel of your Venice cardigan. Oh, you're on the home stretch too. Nice. What color are you doing it in, Kelly? Cindy says Rancho Cucamonga. Y'all know I can't pronounce stuff. Okay, I think I know where that is. I'm not for sure. I live down in San Diego and in Oceanside. Kathy says she has coffee and a secret yarnery. Oh, the secret yarnery drunken granny blanket. I do know that one. I've watched her channel several times. And Janet says it's raining here in Florida too. It is, and I don't mind. Like, this is to me the perfect. It's cool, it's raining, and I'm lucky enough, I know that I'm very blessed and fortunate. I don't have to get out in it. And so this is a perfect cozy snuggle up with some crochet and, relax kind of day weather for me. So I'm happy with it. We went to a concert last night. In Montgomery, and it was a contemporary Christian artist called Amy Grant, and we just had the best time. And yesterday's live, you could tell I was a little rattled, and so it was the perfect answer to my nerves and things. We just had an evening out, my husband and I. But one of you, and I think it was Lillian, was working on the Rachel scarf, and I had also complained about how I've been working on this blanket and it's all the same color, and I was getting bored with it. So, she was like, "Yeah, I'm working on the Rachel scarf." So I went and grabbed my most dazzlingly, let's see if you can see that, yarn. And I mean, it's got sparkles and everything. And I started myself a Rachel scarf because I was like, "This is fun. This is easy." And so, I just started it last night, so it was really nice. Kelly says, "Pound of love, color claret." Ooh, I bet that's pretty. Will be my Christmas sweater. Nice. I bet that's very pretty. Did you guys see Tracy's? If you follow Ophelia Talks Crochet on Tracy's on the Facebook group, Tracy, who joins us in the chat a good bit, she finished her the poncho that was the flower. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the poncho. I want to say it's Rachel's, but Rachel's in the video, Anya's daughter. But anyway, she finished it and made a sweater out of it. Go join that group. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous. And I saw Helena's Windermere that she finished on there too. But anyway, I just enjoyed myself sitting there last night. I even took my crochet in with us, so before it started, and just, sat there and relaxed, and I just started working on my little Rachel scarf. And it did help my, needing some color, something interesting to work on. And look at those colors anyway. I mean, oh, it's gonna be pretty. I have no idea who I'm making it for. I just thought, I might even make it for myself, but I'm just gonna do a little infinity scarf, and it's an easy pattern and pretty and fun. Um, so we had a really good time with that. I sat next to a lady. I did something completely out of my norm because I was with my husband and we were just chilling, enjoying it. Hi, there's Tracy. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. I was just bragging about your sweater. Tell me the name of that pattern again, because I know it's a poncho and maybe the flower poncho. I can't remember the name of it. Hi, Michelle. I'm so glad you're here too. Welcome. Um, but that is a gorgeous sweater that you did, Tracy. It is so pretty. So nice. But so I was sitting there last night, Rachel's flower poncho. That's it. That's wonder. It is so pretty. But I actually there was a lady that came in, she was all by herself. And so I don't know what made me do it, but I just said, "Are you from this area?" And so anyway, we went into the whole 15-minute break in between sets at the concert, and we just, just talked the whole time and found out we had stuff in common. I didn't mention crochet because when she came in, I had already put it away, but I didn't mention anything. But it was just a nice little fun conversation, striking up, with someone next to you. And it's just been a while since I've, done that. And so it was an overall just an absolutely lovely evening. I got to meet a new person. Her name was Kim. And so she's from Delaware, I think. But anyway, it was just a lovely evening all around. Um, so today we're going to talk about I can make that. And I have a couple of actually before we get into that, I'm going to talk to y'all about my blanket because I need some input and help. So I have two things I'm going to ask your help for today. If you have time. Hi Julie, what's for dinner? So glad you're here. And if you don't know, Julie is, in the UK, and she's usually preparing dinner for her husband at this time, and so I always ask her, "What's for dinner?" So what's for dinner, Julie? But I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I was gonna tell you, frozen meal bag salmon risotto. Ooh, that sounds good. I had parmesan crusted risotto last night. Risotto, Teresa. I had parmesan crusted, um thank you, Julie. I was gonna talk about my blanket. I had parmesan crusted salmon last night. It was so good. There's Fran. Hi, Fran. Good morning. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to the chat. Tell us what all you're working on. Julie, it was delicious, and I had asparagus, which was so good. It was so good, we didn't even get dessert. Like, dinner was just, fabulous. But so a few things I want to talk to you or ask you guys' opinion on. So Anya put in the comment section, she's like, do a different color. So here's all of my squares so you can guys can see. I want to show you where I got the inspiration from. So you see that blanket? See, that's very much my, I don't know if it's focusing. My stepdaughter's sort of aesthetic in her home. And so, and this one's just a squares done in stripes, but it's, see, it's all the same. So color. But I was thinking, what if I did the cream? So it would be the cream and this. What do y'all think about that? Would it be too distracting, or should I just continue on with my, with that color? Let me know what y'all think of that. You think that would look good, Julie? Awesome. Okay, so Julie has had snow. Oh my gosh. Now I am jealous of that. I wish we get snow here. Manon said she's like those two colors. Okay, wonderful. Fran says she's finishing up her cozy cabin shawl. And Fran is just my natural hair. That's who I'm referring to when I say that. That's her tag. Manon said she liked those two colors. Wonderful. Okay. So Julie says she thinks the cream will make the color pop a bit. Okay, that awesome. Then how are you joining? If mattress. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that because I wasn't I don't know. See, I'm making it up as I go. So there's Raven and Nancy. Hi. So no, Nancy, I can't ask her because she doesn't know anything about it. I'm just sort of thought, oh, this will be nice, and I'll make it for her, for Christmas. And so, but yeah, now I got to think about. You like the two colors? You'd need. I suppose you'd need single. Hmm. So those two right there. I don't know. Now I might. I will keep you informed. We'll have the saga of the blanket and see how this turns out. But I'll let you know. That's true. If mattress stitch, it won't show. So, and Julie says, just join the squares with a single crocheted back loop. I might have to try that. I might have to. Fran says we'll be getting snow tomorrow night and all day on Thursday. I'm so jealous. Oh, I bet it's gonna be gorgeous. I love, I love snow. I don't care for ice, but I like snow. Um, okay, so the other thing I was gonna ask you guys about, have y'all seen these really cute, Deborah says, I would put a couple squares together and see what you think for a couple of days. That's a good idea. Maybe join like 4 and see, because I really didn't want it to look, I wanted it to be a seamless look. That's why I was doing it all in one color, so it didn't really show out or anything. Y'all know those, what was Julie saying? Snow has all gone and the weekend is going to be warm again. Oh well, I guess you got to enjoy it when it comes around. All right, so you guys know that since we're predominantly a crochet here, then the same color and mattress, Michelle said. Okay. Y'all know those absolutely adorable chickens that's made out of a granny square? Okay, that's cute, but I'm not a real like farmhouse person. Like that's not my decor. I don't care for, I live in the country, but I don't really want to, decorate that way. But so I don't really decorate with chickens, but I love birds. And I have been trying my best to figure out, so one of you, can y'all figure out how we can turn, because I love the idea of these little granny squares. How in the world we can turn them into, you've made so many chickens, Michelle. See, they're cute. They're adorable. I don't think you can see very well today because of my, I'm not very good at this. But I want birds, but I don't want like an amigurumi one. I like them out of the granny squares. But wouldn't that be adorable? See that? I just think it'd be cute. Can you change it to a turkey? Not me. I don't have that. I don't have that kind of ability, Julie. That's why I'm asking you guys. What the world? How do you do that? Or a peacock. Oh, wouldn't that be gorgeous? You've never seen them? See, they're so cute. They're so adorable. A peacock is a cute idea because then you could do it all kinds of colors. That's something to come up with. Okay, so today's topic is I can make that. That's true, Julie. Don't know until you try. And it's a play on words because one, as a crocheter, if you ever set up a you go to a craft market and you're going to sell your items, you hear a lot of people say, "Well, I can make that." Like they're not going to purchase it because they say, "I can make that." And when I opened up the yarn shop, I was all about, "Oh, I can sell to the creators and to the people who like these things but don't make it themselves." And so I was so like wanted to just share it and like promote all the creators that I knew. So I was like, "Here, come on in, put your stuff in the shop." And then I felt like I failed them because people were not buying their things. And I finally started, saying to people when they come in and say, "Hey, can I put my stuff in here?" I'd say, "I literally sell to the makers. I don't sell to the people that, just come in and go, 'Oh, I'd never make that. Let me buy it.'" In a yarn shop, you're selling the product that crafters use, and so the other people that aren't going to use it didn't come in the shop. And so that was kind of an interesting dynamic, is you set up these craft fairs which draw creative people. You draw the people who are creative about arts and enjoy making and creating things, and then they seem to look around. You love the chicken granny square, Deborah. You know what? Maybe I should just make a few and see. I might fall in love with them. Something for my grandbabies to play with. But you're drawn to all this stuff, but then you look around at it and you go, "Oh, well, I can make that myself." And so I think that it's really good for people to set up at different places where the people that aren't going to make it, but do want to look for gifts and things like that. Where you get those people that are not the creative, not the crafters of the world like we are. And so, but the other side of this phrase, I can make that. I'm going to take a break, take a sip, and slow myself down. Yes, please do, Michelle. Please do email me some stuff. The other side of it is I am obsessed when I watch TV, which I watch a lot of YouTube. Even got a YouTube thing going on right there. That's one of those background things with jazzy music. I used to have it all the time in my yarn shop. It's cozy, just sets a really nice vibe. But when I watch it, I obsess over what people are wearing or looking in the background and looking for crochet, looking for blankets. And like there's this other day, there's this sailing video on this pretty popular YouTube channel, and I love watching them. And I was started obsessing over this woman's top. She had on a top, and I was like, "Ooh, I could crochet that." And it wasn't even a crochet top, but I was like, "Ooh, I could turn that into a crochet top." I mean, I don't even know what her video was about because my mind went into I could make that. And I feel like sometimes I'm missing out on, what's supposed to be my relaxing, you know, time of day, and I'm sitting there looking in the background going, "Ooh, do I see a crochet blanket on the back of that couch? Or is there, is that some kind of crochet?" It's like, "Good evening, Christiane. Christiane." I think I said that right. I probably said it wrong, but good evening. I'm so glad you're here with us. Um, so I just find myself looking and trying to spot the crochet or the knit all the time now. Do you guys find that? Do you have any of those kind of problems, or is that just a the creative in me? 'Cause I seem to just be, like, obsessed, and now I am, like, I'm literally, I had to turn off the channel, pause it, and, like, look at it, and I had to study, and I went ahead and started, kinda drawing it out, and I don't think of myself as a designer, because I think a designer is someone who just comes up with wonderful ideas, but I'm a person that can get inspiration from things, and so I'm gonna make this top. It's gonna come out on the channel, and I'm gonna tell y'all who I got it from and where I saw it and where it's from. But it looks so simple and so easy, but I feel like it took away my whole enjoyment of just their sailing video because I, started figuring out how to you do that too, Raven. See, it's like once you start making things, you just are always, you do Christiane says she does I do the same. I spot crochet item right away. Me too. I mean, I'm just like and I love it. I love when I see them, see something. And even my husband will be with me, he goes, when we watch something, he goes, is that crochet? And I'm like, yes, it is. See, it's not just I've infected him too. So it hasn't stopped my enjoyment. My enjoyment I think is just increased because I'm always looking for, where's the crochet? Where's the knit? Where's the craftiness, that I see? I'm gonna take a deep breath again. Have you guys, you know what? Don't let me forget. I gotta announce the winner. I gotta announce the winner of the cross stitch and crochet. Jeff did a whatever you do, he did it where you put all the names in it and then it does a winner picker. So I will announce that today. What else housekeeping did I need to take? I think that's it. I think the rest of it we can just relax. Tracy says crochet seems to be really in vogue nowadays. I see lots of crochet tote bags when I go out. Crochet is everywhere. It really is. And if you look at crochet, I mean, we are spoiled for choice when it comes to YouTube channels that are about crochet, and knitting. I mean, it has really blown up. What I'd like to see more of is groups that meet in person. And so, and I say that as I have a crochet group and it's on Fridays and I haven't been. So hopefully the 2025, I've told them I'm going to do my best to be there, as much as I can be. So but I think crochet it has just exploded. It is everywhere. I don't even know if I said what today's date is or why we're doing this. I think I just jumped into talking to all of you today. But that's what I'm here for anyway. That's the fun part. So let's see. Anything I need to tell you before I do leave? Oh, I got to announce the winner. Um, I'm getting some really great response. Manon says, I'd love to meet other people who crochet in person. Here's the thing you got to do. This is just what I learned from my good friend Laura. She came into the shop. She was going to be my knitting instructor when I opened the yarn shop because I didn't know how to knit. And I told her, I really want, people to come in and want to be a group. And she said, just put it out there and people will come. Um, and they did, and it grew, and it's wonderful, and I know there's several other groups in other towns around me that meet all the time, and so sometimes you just have to put it on Facebook and say, "Hey, I crochet. I love to talk about it. Does anybody wanna meet up at a coffee shop?" Go to some place neutral so everybody feels safe, feels like it's not so awkward, and, just put it out there. You never know. But yes, I think once you get around people who get you and have a like that you like, and you have something in common like this, you never run out of things to talk about. I mean, that's just the truth. So it's awesome. It's so much fun. Um, okay, Jeff. Jeff's gonna put in the chat the Okay, so Michelle says, I have a local crochet guild meeting each month, and local shops do open stitch times. Now, local YouTube peeps meet up here several times a month. Isn't that wonderful? That is awesome. That is so good. I live in a very rural area, so I have to go to the local town, and it is nice. It is really nice when you can meet in person and see what people are and work. You know, we like to touch each other's yarn, and a group is very nice. Um, I highly recommend them, and if you don't have one, start one. It makes a big difference. So before we run out of time, look at me, already 25 minutes. Jeff's going to put in the chat the website. No, the email address if you want to be on the committee. And I know the committee, the word committee sounds, thank you, sounds scary, but literally it's just a bunch of emails, and we're going to see what resources we have and do our best to bring Anya over to the States wherever we can and in how many places we can. And so that's all it is. It's just it's an investment of your email time and your just bringing together resources and helping me. So Manon says, me too. I love on a farm, probably says live on a farm, and around me is mostly knitting, but I follow your suggestion. Um, do it. I'm telling you, I was only a crocheter. I opened up a yarn shop, didn't even know how to crochet, how to knit, and was surrounded by knitters. And, you know, a fellow crafter is a fellow crafter. We would have ladies in there that cross stitched, that one lady is a painter, one lady is an embroiderer. We, it's just like-mindedness attracts like-mindedness. And so I would say open it up to anyone, loomers, anyone that is doing a craft and wants to share it and hang out. Start a book club, but take your crochet. You know what I mean? I really think connection is everything. And so that's why I hope this makes you all feel connected. I hope you know that I know your names. I try to remember where you live and what you're working on. You know, we're still connected this way, even though I can't see you. So, or hear you, and hear you pronounce your names correctly would be, you know, a lot helpful, but I do the best that I can. So let's go ahead. We are wrapping up. Jay Media is going to tell me if there was something I was talking about, and then I just lost my train of thought and forgot to say it. Raven says, our library has a crochet group that meets once a week. I loved going and miss it. Is it not doing it anymore? Can you not go anymore? Because I think I'm telling you, human connection is everything. I have to make myself. That's why it was such a big deal last night for me to sit there and make conversation with the lady sitting next to me at the concert, because I'm doing YouTube. I'm at home. I'm with the grandbabies. I'm doing the things that I do, and my life has become very small since I've closed the yarn shop, and I've missed that. I didn't know I missed it. I didn't know I needed it till, you know, I started having it again. And this has really helped me. I feel very connected to all of you. And so, you know, I love it. Schedules changed at my house. And I'm not free on Monday even. See, I get that totally. That's what me. I can't ever go on Fridays because I'm doing this, but also it just seems like every Friday I have a doctor's appointment or somebody needs something. So, okay, we're at 28 minutes, running my mouth off. Was there anything else I want to tell you? We should be here tomorrow. I know tomorrow on the Affiliates channel is the lookbook for the fall and the autumn blanket. I can't wait to see it. And who knows what we're going to do, where we're going to be. I want to do some things to spice this up. So I'm going to try to come up with some different things. So we'll see what we come up with. Molly is the winner. I don't think I've seen her in the chat yet today. And I think Molly Bean is her name. But if you will put that name in the chat there, Jeffrey, so that everybody can see it. And maybe she can see it, and email me her contact information, and I will send these lovely cross stitch packs to her. Tracy said, it's lovely to share this time with you all. I feel like we're all friends together. So do I. I sometimes forget that other people may watch this. And I think, well, how boring for them, because they can't see. We're interacting, we're talking, but hopefully it's not boring for them. And hopefully they know we want them too. Come on in, get in the chat, get in the comments below. All right, I'm going to do the really weird last thing I always do. Isn't it gorgeous, Julie? I told her. It's absolutely beautiful. Um, like, share, subscribe. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Post pictures. I love seeing what you're working on. And thank you for your input. And we will see what comes out of that. And I'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks again.